blame at the Fiora for how the previous game went. It's going to be locked in. See, Koma giving a couple words of confidence to Huni. So Samsung go back-to-back with the same draft, looking to 4-0 against SK Telecom in the regular season. The big adaptation here is more range damage from Corki. There's no way, if you drafted as SKT did in Game 2, that you would have been as frustrated setting up around the mid lane turret. It would not last 35 minutes like it did in Game 1 because you're going to have Trinity Force Corki to help with wave clear, help with sieging. It's a much more balanced draft, even if it's very similar to Game 1.
And instead of the Rakan, which is a lot of burst CC, you know, it all just sort of comes out at once, CCs people up, and then if you've got that AoE damage, it works. Thresh is going to be able to slow down Ruler so that he can't kite the fights out as well as he did last time.
I mean, maybe even simpler point, less committal CC. You can fish for a hook, you don't have to take it, so you're able to be a lot more ranged. You don't have to go all in like Rakan is forced to do often with his flash. Plus the Thresh also famously one of those ungankable lanes given how many ways they have to get to safety, especially after Fate's Call is available. But Samsung were happy with their Game 1 job. Let's see if SKT can turn the temperature up on Ambition, who got to farm away, and even though he died in the early game, was able to trivialize the Kalista basically on his own.
See whether the bottom lane of SKT can go a little bit more aggressive now with the Thresh there into the Braum Varus as opposed to the Rakan. So a little bit more early game power. And
now they're just looking for Wolf. Remember, concussive blows, we know the respect you have to pay.
Yep, that's the stun. So Wolf might actually have to flash or move his way out here. Thankfully, he's going to have Courage of the Colossus, so that's shield for too much longer, and they do get the Summoner spell, so worth it so far. Bit of a trade as there's the flash. Double Flay coming in as Blank wants to get this first blood. He's looking for Ruler. Doesn't quite land it, but there, just gets in melee range. Good exhaust. The heal comes out. Can Bang get the rend as he jumps under the turret? That's going to be first blood. And it's to Bang's Kalista.
And just wonderful timing just as Kalista was walking back to lane. Max range Lantern into instant Blank coming over the wall.
Well, for Samsung.
They're going to start surrendering buffs because every time we saw Blank looking around lanes for an advantage, I'll hold the point for a second as Cuvée Grand Challenge is used on him.
Yeah, but maybe a little bit out of time here as now Cuvée underneath the turret. He wants to try and find Huni as Blank just gets the kick straight up. Ultimatum is going to be used, but Blank should fall down. No! He doesn't fall, somehow gets out of the way before the next auto attack is queued up.
Yeah, D-Leashes the turret range expertly there, held onto his W the entire time and was able to get out. Even with Crown coming in very quickly, he's ghosted.
Yeah, he has ghosted, and Huni, not a lot of options, no flash, and he's going to get shoved. Well, he's not. He's going to lunge out of the way, but still, threat was inevitable. Now Faker going to shove up this mid lane, try and clean up, but Ambition is here. And back finished off his Bilgewater Cutlass as well as grabbing that extra dagger. Now Crown winning this fight against Faker, but Blank is going to turn up. Ambition is over to the side, and there's the Glacial Prison. Can they close the gap though? As Crown does have a lot of movement speed, these threaded volleys, he needs to find another one, but on the other front, it's Core JJ getting flanked. They will pick up that kill. It's Bang getting another, and Faker, he did make it out.
Yeah, Huni used the teleport, and they were able to pincer down. Core JJ didn't.
It's going to be Blank trying to even that trade with this Cloud Drake to start things off. It's not exactly high priority. Samsung will be able to get themselves the gold lead if they can pick this one up. Good shove back onto Huni. There's the Winter's Wrath. Ambition, Arctic Assault's forward. And there's the ultimatum. Huni nowhere to go, and Cuvée going to be able to pick up. That mana regen also a good idea as once again Fate's Call, but that is going to be the answering ultimate from Ruler, trying to stack up that Blighted Quiver. Really good ult comes in, and there's the Glacial Prison. Already Core JJ's fallen, but can they get Bang? He should fall down, gets himself into the brush, but now Crown's found his way in and Blank's going to fall. That is the 2 follow-up kills. So 2 for 1 in favor of Samsung.
Out of context or out of character a little bit for SKT to fight this when Huni didn't have his teleport, when Faker didn't have teleport either. No ability to follow. Now they can get
Samsung to try and get as Wolf's going to make his way in. They do get the teleport out of Huni. Ruler wants to flash and gets the fat flash over the wall. Nicely done, but that's going to be a really good Arctic Assault from Ambition. And once again, Ruler looking relatively safe. The concussive blows is enough. He's just stunned forever. There's the flash from Ambition. Gets the Winter's Wrath, and now Wolf, he's in trouble. They're just getting kill after kill. Another slow, the piercing arrow, and a double for Ambition.
So much.
Top side of the map. It's 16 minutes into the game, and Bang, he's being ultimatumed in the mid lane. Blank's going to make his way around, but they want the last kill. There it is. It's going to be Ruler that grabs it. They'll trade 1 for 1. But the Kallista's now dead, and they're looking for Faker. Package once again used defensively. Samsung Galaxy move up. Now 4 versus 4, and they want to just siege down this turret.
Yeah, 1 for 1, but they actually get some big summoners out of SKT, and then we see the over-pursuer from Huni after the fact, so doing both sides of the coin wrong.
Well, speaking of Huni, this could be another problem as the Winter's Wrath slows. There's going to be a permafrost here, and Cuve is going to be able to grab that kill. Ambition, the celebratory glacial prison, thrown out of Runeterra.
Into the inner turret, they take the Cloud Drake. I say a bit of damage, Trinity Force, Camille.
Yeah, Crown's now looking for Faker as well. They're getting this flank as the hookshot comes in, ultimatum as well, but he might be a little bit too far forward. Huni taking a lot of damage. Faker's going to die. They might be able to trade 1 back. Good riposte. There's now Huni underneath the turret doing a whole bunch of work, and Crown is going to get baited under there. 1 for 1 is going to be the trade of the mid lane as an SKT will trade up getting the Rift Herald.
Yeah, mistake from Crown. Didn't need to be that far up to an extra turret shot. Had Flash and Heal available. Flash and Ghost available, didn't use it. SKT trade up in terms of objectives around the play. Doesn't necessarily feel fantastic. They're already 6,000.
And grabs the kill onto Blank.
Crown is so smart. He's always exactly where he needs to be. In the mid lane.
Yeah, Flash drawn out of Ruler, and it's just going to be Core JJ giving up his life. Good Flash gets him over the side, and they should get the other auto attack. No, they're not. As Ruler tries to turn around, Glacial Prison lands right on top of Wolf, and they're able to pick that one up. There's no Fate's Call this time, and Samsung have every answer.
Yeah, I mean, they even have the split push. They just have Crown and Cuve stay in the bottom lane. Just going to take an inhibitor. Nothing that Huni can do.
This is so against the script, Papa Smithy. Huni clears out the minion wave, but the damage has been done. Inhibitor dead. Doesn't like CC, that guy. He's real scared of it. Cuve should be able to deal with this, but Rift Herald might be able to take down at least a turret.
We have so many sound bites about SK Telecom. You have to. They've been so dominant for so long, but it feels like in this series they just haven't really been related. It's mid lane.
Yep, they're trying to fight on many fronts here as the flanking style from Samsung looks to be working. Ruler looks for Wolf. It's a double kill with
Instantly.
a threaded volley, and now Cuve looking for Bang on
Huni's
the backside.
just
They just evaporate him, and Huni can't get in. Triple kill for Crown as Faker falls down, and Huni, all he can do is take a red buff as Samsung will push up the mid lane.
Yeah, he got the front row seat to watching Samsung rip through his 4 teammates. They'll turn on.
And Ambition's always slowing. Permafrost as well, working out so well. So Samsung Galaxy will rip through the top side of the map as well, now looking for the fight. But it doesn't really matter because the base is in tatters. 3 inhibitors now lie on the floor, and SKT at the mercy of Samsung Galaxy.
We're 24 minutes in the game, and SKT is down 14,000 gold. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's a ridiculous lead. They're just looking to try and end the game. They can wait for the super minion waves. The Baron buff. Minions pushing in, and what can SKT do?
Well, it looks like not a whole lot, Papa Smithy. Wolf is going to get shoved back. His Crown does find himself some aggro. Blank looking for the hero play, but he just doesn't get it. He's going to be taken down. Cuve finds Huni, just wants to get himself in the middle of the fight, and bang, it's just going to explode now. Wolf has to flash, and Huni's in no man's land. Baroned up super creeps are smacking on the Nexus. Huni wants to find one pick. The Crown's even going to survive, and it's a triple kill for Ambition. He wanted the Penta, but the Nexus dies first. And another 2-0 for Samsung Galaxy.
Samsung go 4-0 over SKT and park themselves in first spot. Famous victory, and it answers some questions we had after Rift Rivals. These were the 2 teams that looked poor against the LPL, and we wondered, are they hiding strategies? When we saw Samsung really meander to beat Ever 8 winners 2-0, we thought maybe they're just struggling at the moment, Atlas, but they had the Sejuani in the pocket. SKT largely followed the same script as Rift Rivals, going for the split push, the Fiora in both games, but they didn't have an answer to Ambition, and the Callista did nothing at all in both games. Game 2 and Game 1, we talked a lot about Ruler, but Crown in Game 2 especially was everywhere he needed to be.
Yeah.
The Weaver's Wall usage in this game should be scrutinized. It was flawless.
It was absolutely amazing, and even the fights on the bottom side, you can see Huni head in hands. And that was because he was starting off fights, and if it wasn't Ambition there lying in wait for his aggression that did just seem to come whenever they were expecting it, it was Crown with the Weaver's Wall.
He might have his head in his hands also, Atlas, because maybe he doesn't know when he'll play again. The Fiora didn't work here. He made some solo mistakes in this game, over-pursuing, flashing over walls without vision. Huni didn't help his case to start in future games, and Blank goes from 20-0 to 20-2. And Samsung, really out of nowhere, jump off the table. Maybe we can actually give them a pass for Rift Rivals if they were setting